Each one of you, though, we can come here, we can gather, we can have a good time, we can do some thinking together, we can even try to figure things out. You're not going to be able to, but until you're through trying that, then you can move on to something else. That something else to move on to is what's most important, and that's why we have these talks. Because the question is, I was listening all day on NPR about Steve Jobs today. 56 years old. Last couple years, extremely sick. He's dead. We don't have such a long time. What are we going to do with our time? Are we just going to walk around the dream for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years? Be in a dream? Pretend that we're immortals? Or are we going to inquire into what we are? And I don't mean just futz around, inquire. Really inquire. What is this life? What are we doing? We can make believe, then all of a sudden, boom, we'll be dead. That's what struck me the strongest about Zen practice. That it was so upfront and honest. It didn't back off our own death. It didn't back off from making some story or some dogma about what our life is all about, why we're here. Each one of us needs to find that for ourselves. And if we can't find it for ourselves, and somebody tells it to you, you'll never get it. You'll just go live in a different dream. The whole practice is about, can we wake up? Can we engage in what is, rather than our ideas about what should be, what ought to be, what was? Can we begin to do that? And if this is a structure for you to do that, then jump in with both feet. If this is not a structure for you to do that, then go find a structure that is. Because it'll be gone. You'll be lying in bed, and you'll be saying, what happened to this life? Where did it go? So if there's something in Andy's talk or my own talk that resonated, then use it to build a practice. Don't use it to make an interesting story. Don't go home and say, oh yeah, I went to the Zen Center, there's two guys there, they kind of gave interesting talks and blah, 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 blah. There were some funny parts. Then he tried to get heavy at the end. I blew it off. I couldn't deal with that bullshit. You have to look into yourself and find it. And that's really what Zen practice is. It has nothing to do with somebody explaining to you or telling you, or there's a technique here that is 2,500 years old, that's helped countless people. And it works. You have to do it, though. You have to make it a priority in your life. As a matter of fact, it is your life's work to understand yourself. And nothing else is more worthwhile. You must pass through. So, nice to meet you all.